And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. It's Jaleel Adai who brings him down. To throw on second is Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Sturgis for the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Texans set to come onto the field. Fresh off the pick six, it's Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Following the interception here, Rivers. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. They give him a gain of 38. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad. Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal. They come out here in the eye. He's going to get it running right. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal for Rivers. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Miller. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Tackled there by Rayshon Jenkins.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watson buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. from the gun on third. Watson. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Well, hey, switching gears for a second, halfway through the preseason, any big takeaways that you've seen so far, Charles?
Just a few come to mind. Number one, the roster of 90 that stays that way throughout preseason, I think is a boon for every team because you can practice a little bit better, get a few more things done because you have more bodies, and those guys get to get on tape for 4 preseason games. I think that's really good. The other part is normal execution, struggle a little bit. Early in the season, guys trying to get it back together. And last but not least, the practice of coming together with another team, 2 joint practices before a preseason game, becoming more and more widespread, and you're getting a lot of really good competition and practice with the best versus the best from each team.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Throwing Rivers. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Hurry up! Hey, I'm gonna go load it. Load it.
Now a play fake here on first down. His throw incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Delta! Hey, go orange.
A second down throw for Rivers. Staying up, and a big loss here as he's taken down. J.J. Watt able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack.
Keep it skinny.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Call it a gain of 3. And it'll be 4th down. To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. Back deep for the Texans, Will Fuller. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Trevor Williams with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
Oh, you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
To throw, Rivers. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller, and he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On second down, here's Miller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A first down carry down for Miller. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll try the air now with Watson. Complete. It's Irvin. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a third down. From the 50, it's Watson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Bill O'Brien, an offensive mind, and he's going to trust his offense here. They're going for it on fourth.
Black 22! Black 22!
They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey. Four down.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. They keep it with Miller on first down. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A huge play there for Houston. 51 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again, first and goal. Now Watson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. Got to figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. Play action from Miller. Now Watson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Kaimi Fairbairn now to attempt the Texan field goal. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Rivers now to throw on first down. Caught by Allen. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
2nd down, Rivers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Here we go. Left, left, left. Hey, Rocket.
Now Gordon on first down. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Touchdown, Allen! Melvin Gordon, 48 yards. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 27. They begin with a run by Miller. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. They'll run it again with Miller. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. Tenth carry now for Lamar Miller. Spinning away. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. He'll be brought down at the 43. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to have a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Miller. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Back 22! Back 22!
On 2nd down, here's Watson. He gets this one to Bruce Ellington. First target, first catch, and a first down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Watson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Caught here by Griffin. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Watson on first down. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Joey Bosa in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of room?
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Texans get a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. Here's Desmond King on the return. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Hey, left. Here we go.
Rivers here to throw. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football and be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Hurry up!
Throwing again. Rivers on 2nd and 10. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will score. It's a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make-or-break onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
On the counter, here's Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack.
Hey, left. Here we go.
Now Rivers. That's caught at the 25. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. In this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
Throwing here, Rivers. Going underneath for Gordon. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Well, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.